Alexa, pause. So, hi everybody. I am trying to get dressed so that I can get out. But um I had this unit on. I got this from my daughter. And so I wanted to have big hair. And then I'm just like, y'all see this? I have been like really cutting hair. I've been doing a lot of hair lately. I know how to do hair. I just have not been doing it. But now I'm getting back into wanting to do my hair. Anyway, let me do this welcome. Oh, damn, I was looking for these. Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel, Sophisticated Divas. It is me, Diana, known as Black Candy. So I change up hair all the time, and I love, love, love changing up hair. I love changing it up a whole lot. But lately, I've been having a lot going on, and I'm very happy about it. So a lot of my personal life, I keep very private. My personal life is completely, completely private. And, sometimes, like when you hold stuff to be private so long, then sometimes stuff seeps out, but it seeps out when it is supposed to, when it's supposed to come out, right? So, like I said, my personal life has been very, very private. And my personal life pretty much has been private when I got really, really, I need to put some lotion on. My life has been private for about 3 years when I really got serious about something. So my life is very, very private. And I always kept it near and dear to my heart. It was only just a few people knew about my private life. And I'm grateful to those people that kept what I was in private, because it's shown that we have true friends that respect things. And like I said before, that, people were saying, hey, when is this going to come out? We've been holding this and all this right here for so long. And I was like, okay, I'm okay with this part and a little bit of change. I was okay with that. Probably about 2-3 weeks ago, I was okay with that. And then I kind of like went back private again. I shared just a little with one of my assistants. I have a new assistant though now. I have two assistants, but I have one new assistant. And so, of course, he is not going to know about my private life. So I have a female assistant and then I have a male assistant. And he didn't know anything about it, but I had shared with my female assistant, I had shared with her some things about my private life because I didn't want to be talking and then I'm speaking about somebody and she did not know who I was talking about, even though she would listen. And so I shared that with her and told her how near and dear it was to me. And it's something personal. My old assistant, Kenya has known about this and how deep this was. And also Keita knew about it and how deep it was and how much it meant to me. And very, very deep. And I really protect that with my everything. And this is something that we have pretty much protected. So I told my sister about it and she was like, oh, wow. And then so when I told her who it was, and then I showed her who it was, she couldn't believe it because what I have been in is very deep. And if it was to be out, then it would be out like to the world. And so, and this person is very big. Not to say that I'm not big, you know what I'm saying, and how I think of myself and how I love myself. But this person is huge in the world. And it has been for 3 years now, it's been very deep. Now, so I had got into my feelings the other day and I was upset about something. And me, when I get upset about something, I try not to stay upset about it because things happen when I get upset. Things happen. So I have to pray about it and transmute that energy so that nothing like really, really big gets out of place or whatever. So I was upset about something. And one thing that we do try to make sure that, hey, we're in separate places. But this time I did not even say anything about where I was going to be. So how I'm eating, this part plays a big part. How I'm eating is, I watch what I eat, watch what I put in my body. And then, so I hadn't eaten and it got late. It started getting late. So I told my assistants, I told both of them, I said, okay, let's go and get something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. And then we'll come back and do some work. So we left to go across the street. And when I went across the street, because now I was upset about this. And this is how just things just happen. When I'm supposed to like mend something or fix it. I always show up in the right place at the right time. And we walk and we're walking. And I look to the right and there he is standing. He's standing right there. So this is something we should have had a conversation. We're going to have a conversation. And there he is standing. And I was like, shit. So I turn to my assistant and I say to her, okay, here he is right here. Now, she's only seen him on pictures and the internet because he's all over the internet. So she's only seen him for that and doing business. And so, I can't just walk by because we don't do that. And then I said his name and he had his assistant there with him as well. So his assistant was there. And then, so I knew when his assistant seen me, it was going to be like, oh shit. Like when my energy comes around, I just know how his assistant looks at me like, oh shit. And I said the name. And then when I said his name, then he screamed, right? So he screamed and like shit, like valet and everybody turns around and look like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Because, I got this tycoon that's right here and everything just froze. And so I said, hug and everything. Of course, you can't get all intimate right there because I have my two assistants. He have his assistants. And, when you got your assistants right there with you, assistants are going to shut up and just be quiet, so everybody just standing all out here, the assistants and the police and everybody. So I didn't even have to introduce him because at that time, he's one of the ones that he speaks up, he speaks up. And I didn't even have to introduce because he damn went and introduced himself to them, especially with me being with another guy though too as well. And so he's going to go up and say who he is. And he did. And so she's like, shit, I cannot believe that this is actually happening. And I am actually seeing this person and witnessing this happen. And so, and it was meant to come out at that time. It was meant to come out. That's when it's meant to be because my heart was yearning at the time and I needed to yearn, for that conversation. And just so happened, I didn't know that I was manifesting that quick. And so, and then here we are in the same place. Now, I didn't know about him having a meeting there and he didn't even know about, me going to eat at that time. Just so happened, I'm going to eat in an area and he's actually having a meeting in an area. And it happened to be at the same property where we were. So then I went on to explain just a little, about it. Of course, I was taken back because, okay, now this is something that we really don't let out, but to just other personal friends and there's other people that's like within business that knows and they, they keep it private. And so, and I'm saying, okay, if it's meant to be and it's meant to start coming out and meant to be seen, then I'm okay with it. But I allow that. I'm not just going to go out and just announce my business to the world. And I just accepted, remember, a couple of weeks ago that, okay, I'm going to be okay with this being out and coming out and everything. And so it looks like it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's coming out to the world. So it's like now you're being seen. And of course, it's going to be hard, like when you love somebody that you can't show that, like, and especially like if you're real, you cannot not hide it. You know what I mean? So I accepted at that moment that, okay, if it's coming out now, I'm going to allow it to come out. I'm going to allow my assistants to know who this is, because now I already know that he's going to be, now, okay, it's on out here. I'm coming around. It's going to be out here. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, but I'm still not just like putting it out here to the world. As it comes out, it just comes out. And like I said, that this has been something private for many, many, many years, for many years. And it's my heart desire. You know what I'm saying? It's my heart's desire. Of course, you have a lot of people that you know, saying want to be with you or whatever. I'm not the type of person where just because somebody wants you, you know, you got to go out and be like, oh, I'm just with this person. This person wants me or whatever. The heart wants who it wants, you know, and you have to be honest with that and see if you are deserving of that, and not manipulating people, not lying to people, not gaslighting people or whatever, because if what's for you is for you. And if you really want it and that person is deserving of you and you think that you're deserving of that person, some people say don't wait on love. And I've not waited. You know what I mean? I've not waited. I've just been private. And but I have waited for things to come out and for me to be honest about it. And I'm being wholeheartedly honest about that, and my feelings. And you know, my feelings, I'm not saying the name because it's gonna come out, but my feelings to the world to say, do I love somebody? I am being totally, totally honest when I say I love someone. And it's for my soul, you know, not just some people just saying like, oh, just mentally and all that stuff like that. I am very in tune with my emotions. Hey, very in tune with my emotions, and I'm emotionally mature, and the decisions that I make, I don't just go and just make, you know, oh, I'm just going to make this decision right here because I'm upset and stuff. I'm not. I've taken time throughout the years and saying, okay, where am I going with this? Where are we going with this? And how long are you going to fight it without, you know, it coming out? And now it's at the point that it's coming out. And still, no matter what happens in this world and what happens in other relationships and situations and stuff like that, I still choose love. No one person and some relationship that I've been into can hold me or have me stagnant, where I give up on love, or I'm saying because I was in this relationship. If I think that if I'm in this relationship and because this relationship or friendship was bad, I'm going to give up on me allowing somebody to love me, or me loving someone, or me loving someone and helping them heal, or me allowing somebody to love me, you know, to heal. It's some of these things you have to go through the ups and downs and then see if this person is going to be with you. It's like, I'm with you, you know, when things are good, when things are bad, when something is broken, when you are broke, if I'm broke, if something needs to be fixed, you know, if you're in the ditch, I'm in the ditch, and it's time, like, you know, to grow in the good times, the bad time, I am there. You know what I mean? Because the experience is, people think, oh, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Whatever your path is for you to get with somebody and you to go through all of the challenges and you growing and learning some of the things, because you don't know everything, learning some of the things that you need to know and to fix that inner child. And, you know, like when you were a kid, if something might have happened to you or whatever, it might be meant for you to go through it with this person. And then after the healing and you fix it, then you can grow in the things and the desires of your heart is there. And I'm not trying to get emotional. I'm glad that things happened when it did. And I know that I needed to have a conversation because I had gotten upset just then at that time that I allowed it to be that. And then it's just like, shit, your secret is fucking out. You know what I'm saying? These people are seeing this shit and you can't hide this shit. You can't hide it at all. And I couldn't, because my emotions are involved. And so I can't hide that if I'm going through, well, I wasn't at that time. It was just, you know, a disagreement. If you're going through something with someone, you still can't hide all of that. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to do I haven't been wearing makeup that much. I started back wearing makeup last week. Um, but are you going to allow yourself to stay stuck? Are you going to allow yourself to be loved? Are you going to allow yourself to be just staying in one place because someone hurt you and maybe somebody didn't hurt you, you know? Maybe it could just be you and selfish and everything. And you're only seeing things one way. You know, you can't always have things your way. Can always get mad at somebody, and then you can't always manipulate a situation or either think that you're always right or this person did this to me, that person did to me. Maybe you did it to yourself, because if you're not getting the answers that you want, right? But you're deciding that you're not going to talk to this person, and you're just going to be stubborn about it, you could be doing this to yourself and everything. So, you know, like when you pray about something and I say, okay, I need to have this conversation, and you're sincere about it, and, you know, and you continue to pray for this person, you pray for yourself, pray for your family, your friends, and people that's supposed to be surrounded by you. When you pray for things and you are sincere and you're asking God to answer your prayers within the time that they're supposed to be answered, and, you know, and you're going to follow, and then your footsteps are ordered, you wait. You wait on God. It might not happen today, but it could happen on tomorrow. It's just that I was sincere about something, and the shit showed up. You know, it just showed up. Like, look, you can't wait to have this discussion in private, you know, like how y'all do. You know, I'm going to bring this right here I'm coming right here at work right now, fix it. And it just showed up. So like I said, you know, the secret's out. I've told my family about stuff, and you know, for my family to meet this person. My hair got a drop, baby. And I want my family to meet this person and everything. And it's like I guess because I'm with that though now, that everything is coming out. I don't take people home to meet my family at all, unless I'm very, very serious. And I think it's been hidden long enough, and you want to be sure about things. And I've been the type to say, oh, you know, a person will know something like within a year. Sometimes people less than a year. It just depends on what your path is or whatever. And sometimes you just choose to do stuff how you want it. And I have chosen to keep this so private and so close and dear to me that now it's out. And I'm happy about it. I'm happy that it's out. And it was just, you know how most of the times most people wind up talking to their assistants. They tell their assistants things. And y'all like this unit? This unit came from my daughter. Kiera bought this unit. And hey, John. Oh my God. When I sit here and say that, I have missed you. I thought about you the other day. I thought about you the other day. I was like, why can I not have John with me again? Because it's so much that me work. Y'all, John was my assistant before. So y'all see John used to be my assistant. So I thought about you. And then so before I was like looking to get another assistant, but then I was like, shit, can I afford John? I was like, I don't know if I can afford you now. But, and then when I was looking at things and looking at some numbers, I know I can, but things are already in the working or whatever. But when I sit here and say that, you know, I have had 2 great assistants, which is like I got 2 new assistants though now, and I always wind up getting a man or a woman. So Kenya was great, John was great. I had John before Kenya, but John, what? Now why you sit here and tell me? Okay, but I'm glad. You're gonna have to call me. So my thing is, people have to know me and know how I am, because do I get the attitude with stuff? Yes. You really have to know, work with me and work with my energy and stuff like that. John knows me very well. And, you know, can I be a bitch at times? Yes, I can. But you got to understand me. Don't take it personal or whatever. It's just business. And so, but you guys know that when people, don't take this the wrong way, people of a certain status or people that like you're in business. So, and you don't just have a job, you have a career and stuff. We share shit, but you only share that shit with your assistants. And your assistants seem like it's mainly like they're sworn to secrecy and they don't tell your secrets, but they know what's going on, right? And so that's what happened. So his assistant, yeah, knowing about shit. And no, I want to say not only just his assistants, because a lot of people in his office know shit too. And so within mine, my assistants will know about me and my thing. And they don't tell it. You know what I'm saying? If they told it, we better not get back to us or whatever. So that was just that. But anyway, I was thinking about you the other day and I was just like, if I can damn hire John ass back. But my thing was, I knew that when John left me, y'all, yes, John left me, but it was on his own for more growth. And I agreed upon that. But that's when I was like, with me growing and getting on up in the industry and stuff like that. And I had little money, you know what I mean? Little money and trying to afford somebody or whatever before the money started growing, and which I'm grateful and I'm blessed for that. So I was just saying, and then my mind was thinking on like, okay, can I afford John? Really, you can't pay anybody their worth. They have to agree to what they will accept, because everybody's always going to want more and more and more and want to grow or whatever. Once you get to the point where you say, I'm okay with this, I'm not going anywhere or whatever, pretty much that's getting the time where you like, hey, I'm just going to settle here and I'm just going to ride this out, when money means nothing. You know, it's just about your peace and your happiness. And I'm at that point now. I'm at that point where peace and happiness and chasing money is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just chasing money is bullshit. And if it's not the one that you love, or you growing, or you being positive, it means nothing, because you're just making the money. But who are you doing something with or whatever? You can go and buy all the shit that you want in the world, but if you're not happy, you're not happy. You know, you just, who is it to go and make all this money and then you just sitting home and your heart is yearning for someone and stuff like that? You know, you just get to the point where, oh, I got a bonus, or, oh, I got a raise or whatever. And I'm just not there anymore. I'm not there anymore. I want to accept the love. I'm going to allow it to be out. And that's where I am right now. Everybody that's out there trying to chase a dollar, come up with a scheme, scam people and all that shit right there, kick rocks with that shit. That's why you never have anything and stuff. But God has been really, really good to me. And I had to decide whether, if God is good to you, you don't have to show everything, but sometimes you have to show your appreciation. And I can appreciate me holding something dear to my heart for so long, and to honestly say that I love somebody, whether they broke or they didn't have anything in this world, just knowing that truly I love someone, you know what I'm saying, without you having anything, you know what I'm saying, means that I am being true to myself. Whether I have this job that I have or not, I still love you. Whether you have the job that you have or not, I still love you. Whether, you know, like within sickness and health and you're healthy or whatever, I still love you. I'm with you when you're sick. I'm with you when you're well, when nothing is wrong. I'm with you when you have the problems or whatever. I'm just with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you make my soul whole. You get what I'm saying? Some people have a broken soul. I don't have a broken soul. Have I went through heartache and pain? Yes, I have. I went through heartache and pain. And I think the biggest thing is me losing David, right? Having a broken heart, broken soul. My spirit and stuff was interrupted. But then allowing myself to be alone and learning how to be alone. So I don't have to go around and say, oh, I'm lonely. I learned to be alone and healing. I learned to heal by accepting what was going on in my life. And I accepted that so that I can heal. Not trying to say, okay, let me hurry up with this, hurry up with that. So I know what it feels like to have heartbreak. I know what it feels like to be alone. I know what it feels like when it's, you're struggling. I know what it feels like when you're trying to make more and more money or whatever. I know what it's like when you want these things and it's not time for you to have it yet. When you heal yourself and you allow the healing and you accept the things that you've done, then God gives you these rewards when it's time for you to have it. Like, okay, you've healed on this and you're rewarded. I'm not going to play with anybody's feelings, anybody's emotions. I'm not going to gaslight somebody. I'm not going to tell you I love you and I don't. I'm not going to tell you I love you just to get in your pants. I can't just sit there and lay with somebody. My stuff too good. It's too good for me. So if I'm good to me, you know what I mean? I could just stay good to me and not give my good to somebody else. And that's how I am. I don't believe in laying with every Tom, Dick, Harry, Sherry, and everybody else. I don't believe in that. I believe that I'm so good, I'm so special, and I'm this child of God that for me to give myself to someone, they have to be deserving. I have to know when I'm laying with you, it ain't just for fun. It ain't just for the hookup for tonight. It ain't just because I haven't been with somebody in a long time. I like for my shit to sit and marinate. So when I do give you the good, it's good for both of us. And knowing that you are the one that I want to experience this with. You are the one that I'm sharing myself with. That a person can sit here and say that this is if, you're celibate or whatever, that I'm breaking this with you because it's you that I want to break this with. And it means a lot. No one can come and say that I've been with them or been with him or been with her when I've only been to myself and now I'm opening myself up to you. My secret's out that I love somebody. And I've been loving somebody for a very long time. I tried to once move forward without this person and trying to fool myself, but it didn't work. And it's because I can't be with this person knowing that I truly don't love you. I'm truly not going to grow with you. I'm truly not going to allow myself to grow with you. And I had to accept that. I had to accept the consequences of what I've done and say, let me sit down and be honest with myself. And that's because everybody wants to call you, text you, be in your inbox and all this, want to take you out for drinks. I don't want to go out with drinks with you. I don't want to go out with drinks with you. I don't want to go out to dinner with you. I don't want to take trips with you. I don't want money from you. I don't want anything from you. Because you're not my person. I want to experience all these things with my person. I want to give as well. I don't want to receive something and I'm playing with someone. And so that's when your blessings come. That's when the jobs come. That's when the money comes. Stuff comes out of nowhere. When you have paid your karmic debt, like, damn, I did this to this person or whatever. Is my ego so big that I can't apologize? Is my ego so big that I can't say I'm sorry to somebody for what I did for me to receive? Yeah, I want love, but you broke someone. You broke someone, you did wrong, you lied to somebody, you manipulated somebody, you led somebody on, you gaslighted somebody. Is my ego so big that I'm just going to hide it and try to put it out of my mind like I never did that? How are you going to receive your blessing? It's like, I can't steal money and go buy this damn car. I never had the money. I stole it. And you got to give it back in some type of way. How are you going to sit here and say, I worked hard or I was blessed with this car when you stole something? You didn't earn it. It wasn't a gift. You took it. And it's like, I don't want to take from somebody. I don't want your energy. I don't want your lies. I don't want any of that. I want real. And then when you get with your person, you actually don't know what you're doing. You could be talking one day and say, oh, let's open up this business. And boom, y'all start that. You might not even know that you want to be a damn used car salesman. But hey, if it's for you and it makes you happy, it's people in this life. You don't have to be filthy rich in order to be happy. You could be rich in spirit. You could be rich in energy. Some people don't have the energy. Some people that's sick and laid up, got a disease or something like that, They're not wishing for money. They're wishing that they were healed and they had energy, and then that the friends that they were entertaining and being around, they wish that those friends would come around. But that shows you that those weren't your real friends at all. Those weren't your friends. You wish that you had somebody to come in and take care of you, check on you, or whatever. You're not thinking about money then. You're thinking about what's real and reality in life. That's what you want. I want real friends. Because I'm going to tell you something. As long as you out there, you spending $1, you know what I'm saying? You lying, you take, everybody going to come around. But who's going to come around when you have nothing? Who's going to come around when you have nothing? But the one that really loves you will. The one that's really that loves you is going to be there thick and thin, and whether you broken, you have nothing. That person will nurse you back to health, just their energy. Just their energy. Just you loving. And when I sit here and say that I am loving on somebody, I'm loving the hell on somebody. And it's out here. It's out here now, and it's coming out. And whatever the way that it's supposed to come out, stay out, whatever, I accept it. I'm not hiding it anymore, but I'm not going to go out here and just announce it. However God sees fit for it to come on out, bring it out. I'm ready. You know, so, but pray about for God to bring real people in your life. Think about where you've been and what you left, where you going, where you come from, and just like who's around, because it's people and it's places. The places that you go to, what does this bring you? If I go to this damn bar, all it's doing damn taking from me because I'm spending money here and I ain't getting shit back. You know, I'm damn drunk. I can't make good decisions, and I might get a wet ass, and that ain't who I want to have a wet ass with. It's taking from you. It's okay to go out and have a drink and stuff like that, but be mature about it. Still be able to make decisions and say, you know what, I've had a couple of drinks. I feel okay. No, I don't want this person's phone number. I'm about to go home to my man or my woman. That's what I'm about to do. And that's where I am now. Not chasing $1. Not chasing men or women. I've never chased anybody, and I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not that type. I wasn't built like that. I wasn't shown like that. So now my secret's out that I love somebody. And that's who I love. And the way that it's coming out, it's coming out. And it's what I desire. It's what I pray for. It's what I protect. And you know how people say, I need this, I need this, I need you in my life or whatever. I ask God to show me what I needed in my life. Bring the person in my life that's supposed to be with me. Because as many times that I've had on blinders, and I have chosen the same person in a different body every single time. This is what I like. This is my type. I never knew what my type was. I was just choosing something that I just thought was pretty, you know. I like this color lipstick. So I'm damn choosing something that's close to this lipstick all the time. But then I didn't know that I was going to like this damn lipstick. You know what I mean? You got to open yourself up. And then you choosing the same thing. You ask God to give you this. You know what I'm saying? You ask God to give you a carousel. Show me who's in here, who I'm supposed to like. You know? It's like, I'm just picking one type of lipstick and that's my signature or whatever. But God might have something else different for you. You know? So give me a carousel and I'm going to let God just take me around, heal myself in every spot, and except whichever one that falls the hell out and God shows me that's for me. And you cannot outrun what God has for you. Understand that. You will never outrun what God has for you. You might keep running away, say, no, I don't like this. I don't want to try this. I don't want to be with this person. I don't want to be. You will never outrun because God's going to keep bringing you around that person. You're going to keep thinking about that person. You might dream of this person. You run into this person. You just keep running and running away. Run away from that job. Run away from these other people. Run away from this place. And then so even just like church, if God keeps calling you back and saying, come here, you going to come. You might not want to go to this place. My family lost my cousin and stuff like that. Just because I wasn't there at the service on yesterday doesn't mean I did not have my moment with my family. You know, I was sad last night because of my cousin and her passing and everything. Does not mean that that energy and healing that I didn't send towards my family. But you'll understand when somebody is calling you back. And so, but put yourself in the right places at the right time to meet the right people and ask God to, hey, if this person ain't supposed to be in my life, remove this person out of my life. If I'm not supposed to be here or working here or whatever, remove me. But give me what you say I deserve. Put me in the place where I'm supposed to be. Show me the things that I'm supposed to see. Not that I'm just going to make up my mind to say, oh, today I'm just going to go out here and I'm going to do this. No, ask God to give you a schedule and stick to it. Be strict to it, you know. But I dare you to pray and ask God to remove the people out of your life. But without any ill will, ill intent, somebody getting hurt or death. Pray about it, but pray about it the right way. And ask God to give you your heart's desire. And if you're blocking love or you blocking some, ask God to heal your heart so you can unblock that and you can open up to your carousel. My secret's out. I have loved somebody for so long. And I guess because of the other thing that I tried, it didn't work because it wasn't for me. And I wasn't being honest with myself. It was not for me. So I went into healing and stuff. And then as I'm healing and getting rewarded and I'm praying about these things, things started happening. And it wasn't until I prayed the other morning about some stuff. And then I was just like, hey, I prayed and I asked God, I just like, you know, I need to see him. And I went to work and bam, there it was. God would truly give you the desires of your heart. 222 is on the clock. Look it up, somebody, whatever the angel number is. But you take your time, you pray about it, and you be real about it. And love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. And I love me. I love me. And I do love change, but change as in growing and learning and accepting or whatever. So I'm going to go. My secret's out and everything. And John, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you. I am going to call you. Promise you. Gonna call you. Gotta call you. I got to call you. So I'm going to go. My secret's out. Diana's loving somebody. Diana's in love with somebody. Diana's been in love with somebody for the longest. And it's real. And I'm not fooling myself. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.